Waya. Boko. Thank you. Rafael. Thank you. Right now, we're going to have something very interesting. We're going to wait a little bit, then he's going to join us. The brother, warrior, instrumentalist, chanter, out of Martinique. Very good brother. I repeat the name brother and brother and brother because he is someone extremely special for the community, global, and for the world of music. This man is amazing. I mean, so versatile, instrumentalist, saxophone, trumpet, chanting, DJ, crowd arouser, conscious, accomplished musician. His name is Stamina Lee. For those who know, you do know, need no introduction. For those who are about to find out, this is what we're going to do. In this showcase, we're going to highlight with him talking, explaining, breaking it down, his journey on a musical level, on a cultural level, on the African part of discovery level. So it is an honor for us to be listening to his narrative. And above all, it is, again, an honor that the spirit, the power of the African identity within Rastafari allow us to be on a platform and exchange and listen and share the man's story, which is to a certain extent our own story, the extension of our experience that is here, that is there. Right now he's in the UK, in Europe. Just let some music run, and when he's ready to join us, you'll see exactly why it is so difficult for I to find the right word to explain to you and to myself the honor and the privilege that we have to welcome Brother Stamina Lee. So right now, this is a very good, only brothers on this show, yeah, no, but this one is Rasko Safari, an elder, an architect, a Rastaman, an African defender, talking about Magdala. Yes, this is deserving too. But let's start with this intro of Raskos instrumental, Roots Defender. Again, Boko, Wadada, Raphael, Wadada, and more will come. Come join. Tell your friend to tell their friend to join us. So we're going to just try to make this thing good. So who is there again? I got bass. Wah. Sarah Shelson. Wah. Okay, what are the two of them? So let's run this. And thank you for joining that early and on time. We see how we're going to do this in a natural, authentic, original, Wadada way. Wait, it is only 2:00 p.m. here and at you it's at night. Wow. No, it's only 2 p.m. here. So once upon a time, it used to be in 2022 before I was. He was living in the future before I was. What a joke. But still, one time, Jaja time. Rasta time, reality time, authentic time. Live and direct from the United States of America, USA, better known as Maryland, Kuntakite, arrival point in Maryland, Annapolis. That's where we did it. Yeah, Kuntakite. I need a feedback. How is the sound wise? Is the acoustic okay on your end? Just need a feedback from anyone, please. Thank you. And also, once the interview is going to start, I will need your feedback. Let me know if you can hear Brother Stamina Lee in a clear, perfect way. On my end, I know my sound's going to be clean because I'm coming out of the mic from the mixer, but he's calling from way over England. So, just want to find out if the tonality and the quality of his voice is audible, clear enough for your end to understand. Very important. So we are just asking you to be like the monitors at the early stage so we can enjoy this interview and this overall show. Thank you for your cooperation. Yes, introduction. This is Stamina Lee right now in a tune called Blossom. So check his saxophone versatility skill. You see them, ba? Original jazz man. Someone from Poland, Agabes. Greetings, Aga. Another one from UK. We have someone from the brother from Azania, Poco. That's my blood brother there. So far. You know we have more. It's up to you if you want to identify the country you're from or you are. But right now we have Stamina Lee spearheading the music, the saxophone, and other instruments. Man named Charlie Parker is one of his inspirations. Originate from a family of extremely skillful professional musicians. Man named Stamina Lee, born in Martinique. Early stage was introduced to a world of music with jazz, with all this taboo combo, with all this Martinique, Asian, African rhythm music professional. So while he was growing up, he was absolutely influenced by the music of the 80s, 70s while growing up. So we have an accomplished former TV years as a musician. It's only a little bit later when he came across the DJ. You remember? In the late 80s, early 90s. MC Yannick among those others in Martinique, Caribbean. And at that time I can sure understand that the influence of this reggae dancehall star just attracted him to participate as well. So you have what we have, the environment that was conducive as the formation of a very well shaped up in the making of a chanter, DJ and musician. So let's see next. Stamina Lee. Actually, he go by the name as a musician as Sta'Sax. Sta'Sax. But he will join us and he will explain us all these amazing details. So we hope by him talking, telling his story, you will get to visit his Facebook page, his Instagram page, and you will support his work through his music. Or if he's in your city, you go to his show because he's deserving to support the artists making our music. And I know many of you down in England are quite familiar with a man named Stamina Lee or Sax Mina. But let him talk for himself. I'm just like you, finding out of his skill and his versatility, musically speaking. So I'm going to enjoy just like you. Let's enjoy this. Hold up, my main brother, Gota Ari, way up in Tanzania. Now this is the country I dream to be, in Tanzania, or Zanzibar, Dar es Salaam. I hope one day I get to be walking in the beautiful, amazing nation of the proud people of Tanzania. Gota Ari, top African defender. Selector, respect. Yeah, Malimu Goto Are. Need to check his page, Gota Are from Tanzania. One of the top original, authentic roots dancehall, reggae, selector, DJ out of Africa. I mean, entire, huge, magnificent Africa. That's one of our good brother. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully one day we can invite you too on a showcase about what you do, how is the nation, how is reggae music over there. It would be good to introduce Goto Are to the world stage. Roots, authentic reggae. Why not? This is the next plan. guess we're going to start joining our brother soon. Let's find out. Let's give him a ring and see. Hope the line is clean and clear. Let's call this brother here.
Yes, sir.
Greetings, brother Samina.
Hi, Rick. Greetings.
So
It's
you do
I and
hear
I.
me. Good. You hear me. You hear me. So we have been starting the show for the last 20 minutes, introducing you to the community, and there is no one better than yourself to introduce yourself. And we're gonna have your music playing in the background. And here you go. The platform is yours. First of all, welcome. Thank you for joining our showcase on the Fasimba dub root sound system. It's an honor
Well,
for us because your music, your personality, your presence is quite obvious for those who have had the lucky or the privilege to come across your, when you're on your show or through your saxophone versatility. So welcome, brother. Welcome.
well, um, Tendai Hotel to the whole family, Rastafari greetings. Um, Greetings, bel bonjour, bonsoir, good evening to the world at large. Well, Tatenda, my brother, give thanks. Thank you very much for accommodating such, opportunity. Um, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. It's an honor. The honor is mine as also. So give thanks.
Oh, wow. The honor is ours. Honor is yours. Is our honor. We thank you. So, one more little details. I know there are many who are listening. We need to have a feedback about the quality of the brother voice and the background music. If, let's say, the music is disrupting any one of us listening or hearing it quite well, we're going to just lower the music because we want to hear what the brother got to say. So let's see. Yes, Stamina, please.
So
Yes, go ahead, please.
So in order to do that test, to effectuate that test, I guess I'll reiterate my greetings and hotep to the family. Tendai Moari, greetings to one and all. Bel bonjour. Good evening to the world at large. Yes, it's a pleasure for I and I to be invited by such brother that runs such an important program. So give thanks for the welcoming Fasimbas and respect and love to all listeners.
Always welcome. Always grateful to have such instrumental, pivotal brothers such as yourself coming on, on the showcase and showing to the world that not only you do exist, but you're doing something. You are making a difference musically, culturally. Because my understanding is that you're African born in the Caribbean, correct?
I am of Caribbean parents, yeah,
Yeah.
and Moroccan, black Moroccan mother.
Oh, what? So, oh yeah, African born in the Caribbean then. Yes, respect that. Amazing. So it's good because when we see um, all these brothers or sisters on a stage show, world stage show, we don't know all these little things unless they are the one who speak about themselves, by themselves, and for themselves. So we get the record straight. We get to really have a better understanding of the person by itself. So born in Martinique, where do you originate from in Martinique, and where is Martinique? Because some of us might not know or not too sure where is Martinique and all these things. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, of course. Okay, so Martinique is an island located in the Caribbean, in between Saint Lucia and Dominica. So the lesser part of what they call the Antilles or Caribbean islands, and obviously that's in the east coast of the Americas. And to set the record straight and fully straight, Stamina Lee was born in Martinique, and the person of myself as my family name that I was given and as the government knows I was born somewhere in the south side of France.
Oh,
Uh, yeah,
okay. So that is where you are originate from, which is in the Caribbean. And
that's right.
how was it, in brief, the experience of growing in a location that everyone in the world see it like paradise? It's the beaches, the sun, the mango. I mean, this is many of us who live in cold location, and you do know that some people work, or some people always dream about places where you are from. Is it that paradise, it like they want to describe it, or it's not? It's more than just a tourist spot, right?
Well, in full honesty, all the definitions that you have given apply.
Oh,
In the sense,
wonderful. Okay.
in the sense that it is what to some people's standards it is paradise like. It is a paradise like environment. But obviously, to I and I standards, as a Caribbean youth, as an African youth, it is the natural standards.
Yes.
So, to be more precise, where my family is from, part of my family is from, is in a place called Saint Joseph.
Saint Joseph.
In the we would call it in the countryside of it. Place called Lombois. So Lombois, if you was to translate Lombois, is
Long wood.
the long wood.
Yeah.
So the wood side,
Yeah.
the countryside, real countryside.
So
And
okay.
mhm.
Yeah, Longwood. Yeah, Lombois. Yeah.
And in these places in particular, it's all about the way I've experienced it. It's all about life, learning about life. Yeah, obviously, natural in a natural aspect. So there's trees, there's animals. You have to look after animals. You have to plant food.
So
And
it's
all these
countryside,
things.
strictly
Con-
countryside.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a different liberty from city, from
Definitely.
from how you call
Abs-
concrete jungle. Different.
Absolutely.
So now,
So
yeah, no,
Mhm.
please go ahead. No, I like that. Go ahead.
so consequently, people's mentality, people's way of life. what you are told, what you experience is it's actually I can say now that it definitely or absolutely gave me the ammunition and the knowledge to actually um, behave myself in life, have certain standards and principles, and yeah, that's what I would say about it so far.
Okay, that's nice. So tell me, I have a question here. Actually, I had some question, just had to summarize, and
Hmm.
when and where did you start your that music, that cultural journey, that identity formation? When and where? Can you answer us that?
Yes, of course.
Thank
So
you.
it all started. It all started like in the very early 80s. Um, I the furthest time I remember is back in the early 80s, very early 80s. Um, having a lot of music played in my ears, I would say, like having my dad playing those vinyls of um, Asian music, music from Haiti, like
Okay.
what we call the compa music with bands like Tabu Combo
Yeah, Taboo
and
Combo. I heard that. I heard that.
other such band. Um, whether they were living in Haiti or living in the States at the time, Schlur, Schlur, those kind of bands who are real full band in the sense that they are live instrument. Um, you have the full spectrum of instrumentation, and so drum sets. You have
So
keyboard section.
nothing
You have
digital, just real life musician.
uh, yes, for sure. And those bands in particular, they have just like in the whole in most of the Caribbean environment, those music in particular have a strong horn section.
On section.
Yeah,
So
sax,
that's where you
trumpet,
come from, or
trombone,
that's influenced by them?
influence right there first. Absolutely,
Wow.
obviously around that time as well, and the vinyl that my dad used to play. Um, there was always some jazz music being played, some local music, our local music like our Bele music, which is the next strong inspiration as well, because it includes a lot. It is made of drum, drumstick. You have question answers. A drum would ask a question and then the stick would answer, or the vocal would ask a question and the drum would answer. So those strong horns music and those strong percussion music
I
as
see.
well.
So
Yeah.
your father, what your father was a musician, a singer, an instrumentalist, a composer. What your father was, your mother was, or you?
My father is and he's still a musician, a sax player like myself,
Respect.
um, playing the tenor saxophone, also playing the flute.
Oh,
Uh, so I've grown up seeing him, witnessing him, rehearsing, going places to perform and stuff like that, and yeah, playing a lot of those style of music.
so do you believe deep within yourself? Do you make your father proud when he hear you play, or he know about all what you have accomplished? Does he look at you and say, "Yes, son, yeah, I'm
Uh,
proud
ab-
of
abs-
you"?
Absolutely
Wow,
proud of.
you're so blessed and fortunate for that. Because
Absolutely,
you're so
I
blessed. Because
yeah.
I say this, there are many um, sons and daughters whose most intense desire is to live up to their parents. Not, I don't want to use the word like expectation, but when you have such accomplished parents in certain field, and you take upon
Mm,
the same field, and you get to hear from their own mouth how they are proud of what you're doing, because they have seen you at the early stage going from strength to strength and becoming the accomplished musician that you are. Because what we hear behind this is you, right?
I remember I can't hear the music.
Oh, you can hear. These are some beautiful music playing behind.
Okay. I cannot hear what you're playing at the moment. I don't know if it's the setup or what.
Yeah, I guess must be the setup. Well, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna let the music run a little bit, then we're gonna get back with you. Is that okay?
No problem.
Thank
All
you.
is good.
Thank you. Moïse, ça va? Merci pour venir. Yes, Nena. Nengadef, ma soeur. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Nena. Nengadef, ma soeur. Thank you for joining us. How is the quality of the sound? Can everyone hear Brother Stamina Lee interview? Very important for me to get your feedback now. Everyone hear Brother Stamina Lee interview? Very important for me to get your feedback Thank you, Mali. We gonna do that. Yes, Brother Stamina?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
Good. So I got
I could hear the music. I could hear the music a while ago, but now not anymore.
Oh, is it? So let's say, because there's one thing is that if you have, let's say if you have a phone anything on your end, when you play, if you hear the show, then you might get some feedback, etc. But
okay, I have heard it from a different source. Yes, I have.
yes, and also you have maybe, I guess, 3-4 second delay and so forth. But so far, from the brothers and sisters listening to the show, they enjoy it. They can hear it. Some will ask us to speak a little bit louder. So is it me who have to increase the volume? And if you can, or if the music that is in background seem to be interfering with hearing you clearly, I'm going to reduce the music so we can hear you better, and we're going to get some feedback on the comments from those who are listening. They are our monitors right now. So I guess we
All
got
right.
to rely on what they are saying. So um, we did ask the first question, where do you originate from? When and where did you start? And then we have this question, where are where does your inspiration come from? From Sta'Sax and Stamina Lee. I see two different names who are talking about the same person. So before you tell us where your inspiration come from, can you please explain to us what is the difference between Sta'Sax and Stamina Lee?
Okay.
Please.
Well, Tatenda for the question. Give thanks. It all emanates from stamina, basically, and the meaning is the meaning is all about the strength that I feel I was given, that I acquire along the years, and the fact of being able to resist certain adversities and or oppression or anything that could mislead a youth
Hmm.
from going the right way or the righteous path. Then,
Hmm.
so stamina is the root word. Um, the stamina Lee now. As a matter of fact, when I started chanting, I was chanting under a different name as a youth,
Yes.
and I was chanting with another brother who I keep in high regard, and Livicate this interview too as well. His name was Stamina Junior or Stamina Junior, and
Stamina Junior. Okay.
yeah, we've recorded our first song together on a popular label back in Martinique, back in that was the early '90s, and we kind of departed. I mean, I did left the area at the time, and I knew that he wasn't carrying on with the musical experience, and I come to the realization that I was the stamina really, and
Oh.
where stamina Lee comes in now, as Lee meaning in our Creole, our patois, Lee means him, he. So stamina Lee is him who is the stamina.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where
So Lee
stamina.
mean him. Lui.
That's right.
Lui. Oh,
Yeah,
Lee. Lui.
that's right.
Oh.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
do speak French, right? Yeah.
I do speak French.
You
Yes,
still
I
speak
do.
French or you don't speak it anymore?
It's what we would call a mother tongue. So
Yeah.
I still speak French, but obviously in my
So,
environment in the
so
UK.
let's find out if you do really speak French, because I do speak French too. I'm just like you. I was
All right.
colonized by French. So, euh, non,
What?
comment ils disaient ça? Ils nous ont fait. Non, pas moi, mais mon père, il disait que c'était nos ancêtres, les Gaulois, tout ça. C'est ça qu'ils ont dit ça à nos parents. Mais nous,
Yeah.
on est nés après l'indépendance, 4 ans, 5 ans après 1960. Donc, nous, on appartient à une génération qui est extrêmement, qui était décidée d'être différente, qui voulait plus ou moins s'éloigner, s'il était possible de le faire, de cette dépendance néocolonialiste. Mais on a vu qu'après tellement d'années que les choses n'étaient pas aussi faciles que comme ils étaient. Donc, that's how it is. Qu'est-ce que tu en dis? What you think of what I just said? Can you tell us what I basically tried to say in English so the others can understand?
Yeah, absolutely. Donc, bien sûr. Donc, tu expliquais aux gens, you was explaining to the people that back in our earlier days, our elders used to see themselves as how they were taught, as calling their ancestors the Gaulois, those people from Gaul, from ancient.
I think you remember, I'm sure, the Asterix and the Obelix, those comic books from back in the days. Or you grew up with this, or maybe I did, but you did not. You heard of
Yeah,
the?
yeah, there that was there around our time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
But and what you were saying as well before I touch a bit of French, I'm still trying explaining to the people what you just said.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, brother.
but generation, our generation came with a sparking light that showed us that no, we are not, our ancestors are not those people. And with time now, we started researching and realizing for ourselves that um, who we were told were our ancestors were not our ancestors. And I must say, obviously, that uh, not all of our parents and grandparents taught so,
Exactly.
or
That is so true. True.
or,
Thank you.
or
Thank you.
it's. But yeah, and to touch the French, bien sûr, je parle français. Um, je parle français. Je parle Creole too. I speak Creole too. And I would say I speak Creole first because I think in Creole before
Wow.
I translate, say, in French or, or,
Oh,
or in English.
you're fan on people. You militant African man from the Caribbean. My respect is so nice. For I who's born in Africa, when I left Africa and I came to the West, and when I see the amount of African-looking people, I couldn't believe it. And
Mm,
when I approach them, and when I hear them, and for me, it was shocking because back there in Africa, I used to see the same looking facial people. Used to be part of cousin or friends or neighbors. I mean, the same face. So
exactly.
I was like, wait a minute, this thing was massive. You see all these African people in the West, especially when I first came to the USA from West Africa. I left Senegal, right? And I came to Washington, D.C. And I see so many African looking. At first, of course, I knew these weren't people who just came from Africa. These were what you call our cousin, our brother, our lost, departed, friends, family, neighbors, brothers, sisters, blood related. But we've been separated for 400-500 years. And when we look into their eyes and they look in our eyes, we see an attraction and we see a rejection. It's very complex, the type of dynamic that existed in the early stage. Now the world is
Yeah,
global. Now it's different, but in the early stage, like in the 70s and 80s when I was growing up, or the early 90s, when I see all these brothers and sisters, I was shocked. That's when I came to realize that history must be told. We cannot forget the past. Because if we do forget that past, everything what we see here will be just confusion, will just be a big mess of mystery. And history
absolutely.
is not a mystery, right?
Right, you're right.
Good, good.
Agree.
So,
I have experienced similar things like coming after all my experiences in Martinique, coming to Europe and seeing faces that I knew of, that I've seen before without even really seeing the same individual. So I've met people in Europe, African people in Europe, looking like my next bridge in Martinique, like the same, like if it's the same person,
you
but
see? Yeah?
you realize it's probably a cousin from a distance, or and even stepping in England as well. I see that many times. See
Yeah?
that a lot, and yeah, like you said, that just shows also that we are one family, and
Yeah?
the what you say about knowing history, how important it is, then we would realize that again we are one family. The different, a lot of the differences that we um, experience nowadays, or that we try, or we like to put on someone, um, a lot of that as well has been like put onto us, like nothing, none of those different. Well, many of those differences um, were like futile, like they were imposed sometime onto us, like
Of
a,
course.
a design, a well designed word that make us now believe that, oh, he's different because he wasn't born in Africa, or and stuff like that. But yeah, like we say, we as African people, like the great Peter Tosh was saying, as long as you're a black man, you're an African.
Yeah, Peter
And,
Tosh said that. That's true,
yeah.
and he was correct. But I have to say
Mm-hmm,
this, it's for I personally, I grew up in an environment where my parents from Mali and Liberia, they made me understand from the get-go, from the early stage, that you have to respect people no matter how they look, no
mm-hmm,
matter their accent, no matter where they're born, no matter what
mm-hmm,
which tribe they're from. All this is irrelevant. As a human being, you respect people and you treat them like you want to be treated. So
mm-hmm,
that is regardless where you're from, how you look, big, tall, yellow, brown, and anything, it doesn't matter. But it's
mm-hmm,
true that when you see people who look like you, look like your cousin, or look like your mother, even, or your father, brother, and these people are from the other end of the world, and you just look and you expect that since he look like, then he ought to act like. But most of the time, it's not the case. Uh, Many of us have a outside identity as so-called Africans, but internally, the way how we act, the way how we in our mind, we are the product of an environment that is anti-African, and this is where we come
mm-hmm.
in. This is when we try
Exactly.
we try to rectify that pathology, that abnormality. That is nothing wrong to respect people who don't look like you, who look like you, regardless. That is nothing wrong to relate to people who look like you, even if they don't look like you.
Mm-hmm,
The
exactly.
bottom line is the behavior of that person. If that person has a frequency that is respectful towards you and toward themselves, then you can vibes together. But
Yeah,
nevertheless, it is so important for, like you said, we had a form of alienation and miseducation that goes from generation to generation, and we trying to crush that, to remove that, to erase that, to rectify that. So we come with a different vibe, and that's when you come in. That's when your work becomes so important for so many of us. So
mm-hmm.
that inspiration, where does that come from? Your inspiration.
Well, inspiration is to me, inspiration relates with nature in the sense that it is a natural thing. So what I and I experience in my life, uh, past experiences and present experiences, um, what I see, what I hear, um, you know, uh, some of our great leaders, what they have accomplished, what they have told us. All these things are sources of inspiration to I. The natural environment when you go, like I said, where Stamina Lee grew up in that countryside of Martinique is a very strong inspiration that I never leave. Wherever I go, I've got it in my head. I've got it with me, and so these are many sources of inspiration. Um, you draw inspiration from your peers in the music. Um, those that were there before I, that paved the way for I and others
Yeah.
to carry on. You know, um, inspiration from obviously from my family.
Yes.
Um, you know, and obviously from my dad as a musician, and yeah, all these aspects are sources of inspiration.
Okay.
you know.
So thank
Yeah.
you so much. So now Sta'Sax. Who is Sta'Sax? And why
Okay.
Sta'Sax? And why stamina? Why there is one character, one persona? Um, can you tell us more about the?
Of course. I mean, like I said, the root is stamina. I've explained stamina. Stamina is the chanter. Sta'Sax is the instrument player, and even though I've touched the trumpet before, my main instrument is the saxophone. And one day the vibe came to me to actually use that stamina root and attach to it the name of the instrument that I have learned to play, that I love to play. So that's where um, Sta'Sax comes in, um, and I've been keeping this stamina root, or STA apostrophe, for a few other things that I endeavor to do. Like, for example, I do also some music distribution, and or some other people might know me as Star Culture, or on some other aspect. So the star is always there, and yeah, STA apostrophe, call me Sta'Sax. When you see the musician can express things that the vocalist may not be able to express, and the vocalist will express things that the player of instrument might not be able to express.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's
and,
nice.
and you know, and I'm very thankful that I've been touched by those two aspects, and I give thanks that
Certainly.
I'm myself able of uttering words in a melodical way, chanting, or playing an instrument. You understand? Because obviously I know not everybody can do that,
No,
and
that's
it
so true. So true.
takes a lot of work, dedication, and motivation. So yeah, Stamina is I, the chanter, and Sta'Sax is the instrument player.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you said that you distribute music. What you mean? I mean, I understand, but what can you explain? How to get in touch with you? Where can we get other your music? You only distribute your music or other people' music?
Okay. Well, I'm at the origin of Star Culture music distribution. Star Culture
Okay, now I
spelled,
see. Okay, yeah.
yeah, Star Culture spelled STA apostrophe culture,
See,
KULCHA.
I've seen it.
Star
I've seen
Culture,
it. Yeah. Okay.
Star distribution. So I'm at the root of it. And it's Star Culture Music Distribution that distribute my music in general. And so when it comes to the actual um, the CD or the records, Star Culture will be the link to get in order to acquire my music. So Star Culture Music Distribution can be found on the usual networks like Instagram, Facebook, etc. So yeah, so that's where we would get my music in terms of the vinyls and CDs, and obviously some of the music is also available on the streaming platforms or downloading platforms. Um,
Star Culture,
yeah,
right? Star Culture is distributing your music and other people' music,
and other
such as
people's music.
Abendigo, our good brother, Sly
That
and
that
Diallo.
that's right.
Oh yeah,
Abendigo Records, which we should hail up as well,
yeah.
for certain things happen. And before I forget, I'd love to dedicate also this wonderful moment to my beloved sister Rita,
Yes.
as it's Earth Strong today, and
It's a Earth Strong, you mean today?
that's right,
What?
that's right.
On that
7th
day,
of June,
today.
today,
Whoa, you see the
today.
power of numbers and frequency because at first May the 22, and we get back to Napi
22nd.
Bonde, to the sister, because she's a #1 singer too. I have some music from her for a while, and like I said, there's a surprise for that towards the end. But we also have the Erheta sister, Erheta, her name,
Uh, Arita,
Arita, Arita,
Marie. And
exactly, Mary.
as I hear you pronouncing,
Yeah.
I would advise that, because it may happen sometime. I would
Yes,
advise that you may not make the mistake with another beloved sister of mine named Sister Eherta.
which is true. I agree with you.
All
Arita.
right,
Yeah, that's true. Tu vois, tu as raison. Yeah, you caught me on what? Stop. But I do
Sister
have
Eherta.
music from your sister. I do. Arita,
Yes.
I do have music. I still do. Because I
So
remember.
let me take this opportunity and hail them up, because Sister Eherta is a good sister of mine as well from Dominica, who reside
Okay.
here in England.
Yes.
Done a lot of work on the song roots and culture sound system scene,
True, true.
and it sends hail her up and sending love to her family. And
true.
but you was referring to my empress, and her name is Arita
Arita
Marie.
Marie. Because
That's
way back, I used to have another page, and we were friends, you and Arita Marie. And you had
right.
these beautiful look, you and her and somebody else, you look like the best, most handsome, I mean, cultural fashion people I've seen for a long time. See, you are in the African splendor, clothes, and all this. Beautiful people putting up your hand up in the air, and powerful. So you do fashion. You're also a fashion brother and sister, because I've seen some beautiful picture of you and your family.
Yeah, well, that's actually the creation of my empress.
You
That's
see, the world
creation.
see what need to see. We've seen all these. I mean, like I was saying earlier, versatile brother. Working hard for the community, and we give thanks for all the multifaceted that you are showing us, and we have seen along the way. And I hope that those who get to hear it for the first time will make the effort to visit your page. So what is your
Mhm.
page on Facebook, or what are the various Instagram page information and all?
So on Facebook, yeah, people can find me as Stamina Lee. Stamina, spell stamina, Stamina, then space Li. So that's I, the artist, the chanter. So I do have my artist page, which still needs to be followed. But I do, as Stamina Lee, I have a normal page, I would say, on Facebook as well. Yeah, where people, in general, people, communicate with I on the normal page. But like I was saying, I do have an artist page that I'm sure this interview will do good to my artist page, because I haven't been concentrating on that artist page, but the time is coming for that. So that's Stamina Lee. And as the player of instrument, I do have my artist page on Facebook, and it's Sta'Sax, Sta', Sax, Sta'Sax. And on there as well, you can see you can find the work and the distribution that Star Culture Music Distribution does on Facebook. Yeah, if you link up Star Culture Music Distribution, the right person will answer any query.
You see.
And I can also be found on the Instagram, same as Stamina Lee, same as Sta'Sax. So yeah.
I'm connected to you on Instagram, and connected to the African Vanguard, the Fasimba page. So we link, and I've seen your culture store on Instagram. So I'm connected, and it's worth to be. I'm serious. All those listening, just connect with the brother. Got some good work, serious content and substance. So
Yeah, man.
we okay, put it this way to all those who are listening. with the type of format that is going now in the showcase, we understand that music is there. Music is so major for us, but it's so rare to hear the content, the character, the narrative, the story of those making the music, those making those lyrics. So we use this platform showcase to finally get to have a interpersonal connection with those artists. And I hope we're doing those artists, especially Stamina Lee, a good angle of presentation, a showcase, because he's got the floor, so he can just put the word out and just set some records straight, or just pick up his mind on certain topics that are concerning to the community. So now, May the 22nd, for you and also for us, ought to be an important date. I repeat, May the 22nd. What does that represent to you, and what is it supposed to represent to us? May 22nd. Can you tell us, please?
Yes, May 22nd, 1848.
Yeah.
Repeat, May 22nd, 1848.
Yeah.
Was the date when our people in the island of Martinique, like apprise themselves to a level where the oppressor, the French colonialists, was forced to accept our quote-unquote freedom. So that date is now celebrated as Freedom Day in Martinique, just like 27th of May is celebrated in Guadeloupe, or the whole African world would celebrate Africa Liberation Day on the 25th of that month. So the 22nd of May, that's what it represents to most of us coming from Martinique. Obviously, we have to know that we have broken the chains. We broke the chains. Slavery wasn't abolished. We abolished slavery.
Thank you.
It is important, I think, I know, and I'm sure.
Yes.
Our people.
I like the way you say it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to realize that
that's very good. Thank you.
our people have never stopped fighting.
Thank you.
For their freedom.
For
At
sure.
no time.
Yeah.
At no time was there no enslaved
Acceptance.
people, and no time was there acceptance, as you just said. So it is important to know that, and to actually
think about it. It's true.
you
It's
used the
just
word
basic.
narrative earlier. You used the word narrative earlier. We have to. It's like, obviously we know we have to rewrite history, because everything that we learn right now is the account of the colonialists, the enslavers. So us as people who know our side of the story need to rewrite the story. And that's what we're doing with our songs and stuff, and with our painting, with our poetry.
Yeah.
With those teachers that are fit enough to actually teach more than what they are told to teach.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what 22nd of May represent for I and I, hailing from Nick.
Thank you.
I add that the month of May in general, I myself have always personally geared up towards the month of May. Like, say if I'm in Europe and December is a cold month, January is a cold month, I know that when the month of May come, I and I energy is at a higher level.
Renewing,
That's
rebirth,
right.
rebirth. So,
and obviously with those dates to amplify that anyway.
Thank you so much. It's so important, because I also have to add something on that. Is that June 10, 9, Juneteenth for America, African Americans, a very important date, because it's also the time when in Texas it took them time to know that slavery was abolished. So that is when finally they end up realizing and knowing that slavery was indeed abolished, because way down in the South they didn't want to share the information. And we remember we're talking about 1864, so it's not like we have phone, telegraph, maybe a little bit later. I'm not too sure exactly when it was, but nevertheless, June 10 in America has become a federal holiday, which means on the 19th of June, everything is like just like what Stevie Wonder have worked so hard to make Martin Luther King Day a federal holiday. It means that the entire nation has to bow and reflect on such date. Now, whether people do it or not, we of course we cannot say. Whether you personality just stop for a moment and just think, that's another level of consciousness. We're not asking that. But on the highest court of the land, they have declared that you do have Martin Luther King Day, you do have Juneteenth Day. So these are very important dates as a community, as a nation in the world, that we have proved to the world that we matter. No matter if most people think we don't, we know we matter, and those who matter, matter. So this is what we call about history, about understanding how far you from and how far we got to go. So
Absolutely.
May 22nd, a special day for us. So from now on, do remember that May 22nd is very important for us.
Yeah, and I will I at the same time hail up my brethren Wasuri from the Wasmuffin Academy, who aside he is from Martinique as well, but aside from having 22nd as that special day, he's really he's got some special relation with that number 22. So him being a close brother to me, I like to hail him up same way. But there is something that I would like to add. Is that and that is for the sake of other people out there who may have a misunderstanding on why is it that some artists then or some musician always input that freedom fighter vibe and rhetoric or spirit in their work. I think the
Why
world at
is that?
large,
Why? Tell us. Let us know. Just say,
well,
please, just let us know from you as a musician. Why is that so?
I think the world at large need to recognize, acknowledge, probably do some more research in order to find out to in order to see that this population from the continent, from the mother continent, from the Caribbean, is that population has been in a perpetual fight in order to really attain their full freedom. We just mentioned Martinique Liberation Day on the 22nd of May. Yes, it's all good, and we have to remember our victories. We have to celebrate our victories and our heroes and sheroes. But let's look at reality here and now, and we realize that freedom is not really attained because obviously we broke the chains. The oppressor say, okay, was kind of was forced to actually abolish the system of shackling people, but we were still on an island that somehow don't even belong to us, and that um is still on, still everything is about the colonial power that actually brought us there in the first place. So I'm saying that the whole world need to realize that these people, these peculiar people, um, they are not free like what freedom is, or we have not affirmed, or we are not really um, benefiting, expressing our true freedom, and that is the reason why
Thank you.
it's a perpetual freedom fighting spirit that actually
Thank you.
that we can hear in the lyrics or in the way how the person play their instrument, in the titles of songs. and again, yeah, in the lyrics, it is very important. It is crucial. It is probably the reason why many artists
My brother.
are art and not, they are not working in the office. They are expressing words, that they things that they
My
deeply feel.
brother.
They
You
have
hear
seen
him?
their parents
Thank you for
struggling.
saying that.
They have seen their parents bowing to certain things that they are not supposed to bow to, and
Thank
stuff
you,
like that. So you know, you, and not well. I guess we have to stand for something.
my brother.
Like the saying, don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
Well, you
And
say,
we've been falling for a lot of things that we just need to rise up. To we need to rise up, open our eyes, and and do our freedom work.
so.
So that's why
I want to
you have.
interrupt you because I want to say you are my brother. You are my brother. Thank you for saying this. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm,
And it makes it so it's so it's so real when you hear you saying these things because
yeah, man.
we call it African liberation struggle. Our
Mhm,
ancestors name it struggle. If it
mhm.
was supposed to be easy, it wouldn't be called struggle. So it's an ongoing struggle. Every inch, step by step. And it's not going
Mhm,
to be achieved in our lifetime. So what?
mhm.
But in the long run, one generation is going to come out of all this and they will look back and they will thank those who came before them, who sacrificed themselves, yet never truly enjoyed the fruit of their sacrifice.
That's why it take generations.
And
Yeah,
we never gonna give up. Resilience, total. But this
that's what the
is,
stamina.
uh,
I'll cut you there. That's what the stamina is.
I see,
The resilience.
the resilience.
and
So,
and obviously we are not just individuals. So
no, we're
the
not.
the the stamina doesn't even come from I, or just from I, but from before I.
Thank you.
and and I take it on, and do my best. And I know that more um fighting, more militantism, and more victory will be coming.
So let's see. You said what you said right now, and I'm gonna play one tune from you that
Hmm.
certainly capture what you just said. May I?
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, brother. You call me brother.
Ethiopian, African alkebulan. Come Ethiopian, come. We live in Babylon. Come
Original stamina Lee dub plate.
Ethiopian, African alkebulan. Come Ethiopian, come. We live in Babylon. Come African, come alkebulanite, come. Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard. Let you and I take charge, and we say greetings and welcome. I and I from the was muffin sound. Bakaila Beldan, they in a Babylon where we won't stay far from. But you see where we come from is hotter than here, but here still we stand. Another irisation, I come hot it up, I see love is at hand. Call it Black Month History, or Black History Month. I and I stamina lead, come and teach you some. You see, I story is more than 1 month, more than a semester, more than 12 months, older than slavery, thicker than a tree trunk. You see, I story is a great one. Did not start at the invasion. I and I people live out from long before Columbus, long before Nostradamus, long before Jesus, long. Fasimbas dead bout from long. Great civilization, empires and kingdoms, natural resources over land and seas. Great inventors and builders and teachers, great leaders, great people indeed. We say yele. Fasimbas yele. Tell them again, say Africans knew God before the invaders bring their Islam and their Christianity. Divinity was in the heart of the community. Alone was in the heart of everybody. No war amongst neighboring countries. Knowledge was a thing Mama Nature taught we, so we could live life with humility. Respect was shown to everybody, anybody, cause everybody is somebody. You see, African values, no partiality. As so it was, as so it is, as so it should be. My people, listen very carefully to the teachings of the Rasmussen Academy, from Mrs. Elchu to Fasimbas, from Marcus Garvey to Stamina Lee, from Homo Wally Malcolm X to the African Vanguard, from Chekanta Diop to Ahmed Diallo, from Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, from Papa Ivan Van Sertima, from the Honorable Eugene Mona, from Guana Congo, Wakebula Nebio Rasta. African Alkebulan.
Come Ethiopian, come. We live in Babylon.
Come Afurakan, come Alkebulanite, come. Stop. Yes, I am. Ragamuffin Stamina Lee. Vini ba yo sagesse en bas bois. Yele.
Yes, brother Stamina.
Yes,
That's a massive dance. That's a massive message. The dub play that you did for I, man, I want to say thank you. And it's a strong narrative that need to be heard, and it capture exactly what you have summarized in the various questions that we have asked. And amazing, not amazing from your standpoint, but it just says a lot about the hard work, the sacrifice, and the commitment, and your stamina, personality, and character. And you definitely a brother that we want to be nearby when the struggle
thanks.
won't get hot. You know,
Yeah,
we
thanks.
want brothers like you and sisters like your queen. You know, those who are committed, those who have shaped themselves in the, in the battle of reality for dignity and victory. So
Very important. Yeah, I do give thanks for this acknowledgement,
yeah,
and it leads me to actually comment a bit and say that we as artists we shape whether we want to see it or not, whether the masses want to acknowledge it or not. It is a fact that we shape um, our portion then of the society.
yeah, the
Because
consciousness. Yeah, thank
yeah,
you.
and many time, I mean, every now and then I hear discussions about you know um different genres of music. How do they really make people do certain things or not? um Music in itself, even without word sound, affect people. um Depending on the kind of music that you play, you'll vibes
Yes.
differently.
Yeah.
A human being will vibes differently. Even many of us have seen that experiment with the water as well, when you you might play a certain sound, and the water will the seawater, the water, even if you put water in a cup, in a glass,
The
um
vibration, the frequency, right?
yes, that's right, the frequency.
Mm. Yeah.
So everything that it's like we're a human beings, so we have senses. Anything that we smell, anything that we hear, anything that we see, will have an effect on us.
Mm.
So it is to I it is so obvious that, yeah, frequencies of sounds that are played, um, the sounds and the word sound, what you say in your lyrics, um, will affect somebody to a positive or negative aspect.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, we learn from what we hear. We experience from what we hear other people say or sing.
So
You know,
yeah, thank you.
and
So
when we say that, I remember when I was a youth, I used to hear music is life and stuff like that, and that is one of the aspect that tells me there's many aspect to this sentence saying music is life, but one of them to I is exactly that. I mean, I've grown up. I grew up listening to different genres of music, saying different lyrics, and that shaped me in thinking a certain way, or um, in knowing, in gaining a knowledge, or being critical on certain things. So it comes then to the realization for somebody to stand somewhere and say, am I what do I want to bring to society or to the younger generation
thank
in
you.
in my music? You understand?
Yes, I
So I think
understand.
it's very important to have a direction. So after, it depends on everybody want to have a different direction, but I am someone that see the struggle that's at hand, what we've been through, etc., etc. So I have to contribute towards that emancipation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why you got what you get in the lyrics or in the way of how I play my instrument.
So you get what you get by dealing by the person that you are. So
That's
it's just the end result, the reflection of the content of your character, of the sum total of all your experience, of the sum total of your collective experience as from Martinique, as an African, and as a Rastaman. So Rastaman is Rastaman for you?
Say that again, sorry.
Rastafari. So we're talking about the
Hmm.
Rastafari liberation, um, engagé, uh,
Hmm.
um, with a mission, on a mission, a Rasta with a cause with you.
Yeah, you have to have a you have to have a to defend a right cause. Yeah, most definitely.
Okay,
Um, Rastafari is a movement that um enlighten I, like many other youths of my generation, and that I keep involvement with, and at the same time, started from there. My eyes is open to a wide range of the pan-African world. And when I search for who I am, I look at the whole African spectrum.
Yes.
You understand? So whether it has to do with spirituality, whether it has to do with cultural aspects, whether it has many aspects of life, I try my best to embrace into the African spectrum. So yeah.
So
There's no limit for I, in the sense that I was born already limited by the fact that I was born somewhere else because of circumstances.
yes.
So when parents already find themselves limited in certain things, the next generation comes. The next generation want to open their horizon.
Yes.
So
So true. So
yeah.
true. So now we have a lot of your music. What about if I play a few cuts? Then we still have a few questions that we will like to have the answer. So should we play the music and then get back to the question, or you want to get to the question and then we play your music? What's your choice? What's your decision?
Go ahead. Feed the world with more music, and
Music.
anytime
Okay.
the question comes,
So
I
here we
welcome
go.
them.
So this gonna be
Positive.
So what's the meaning of yele yele yele? So what's the meaning of it?
Yeah, yele is it's a cry. It's it's those kind of word that I wonder if they don't have
thing.
yeah, that's right. They
So
don't have
African.
they have a literal meaning. It's sometimes there's expression
Woyo, like this. Woyo, something like this.
um I'm not too sure. The yele is more like it comes from the inside. It's a cry that comes from the inside, and as a Caribbean youth from those islands like Guadeloupe, Martinique, or even brothers and sisters in Guyana and even Lucia and Dominica.
Thank you.
That's how it comes out.
Yeah.
Yele.
See.
Yele.
So
Yele,
I like that because back home in Africa we say whoa or say eh, some exactly. Those are the type of intonation that we tend to exclamation that actually capture a certain emotional state of mind and so forth. So we're gonna play yele yele, and then we're going to be running a few tune, and then we're gonna get back to the questions. That okay with you?
That's good. That's all good.
Okay.
Thanks.
So we're gonna play this.
Positive. Nous n'y pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Nous n'y pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Faut que vous mettez corps positif. Pas jamais laisser vivre venir négatif. Toujours transformer négatif en positif. Soit c'est négatif, soit c'est négatif. À dans situation, faut pas rester passif. Pour trapper le bien, faut que bien sélectif. Faut que tout le monde positif pour nous un bon collectif. Qui a 10, toujours mener plus. Nous pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Nous pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Ça aussi, mais c'est ça récolter. Ça qu'a pensé, c'est ça qu'a manifesté, yes. Une puissance dans la pensée. On y paye, ça qu'a médité. Boum, on nous parle les paroles vérité. Yes, on nous parle les paroles de qualité. Passe nous parler comme mal parler. Les nous baillons paroles, nous pas ni temps de parler. Nous pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie pour nous baisser avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça qu'a mettre en tête tous ces ça qu'a manifesté. Nous pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie pour nous baisser avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça qu'a mettre en tête tous ces ça qu'a manifesté. Méditation, parole, action. Faut que toute la pénétre en bonne vibration. C'est comme ça yo béni en bonne manifestation. C'est l'étincelle positive pour nous bailler chabon. Gardez, Eugène Mona, ba musique li chabon. Et mes Césaire, ba l'écrit chabon. Thierry Henry, ba football li chabon. Moi dis France Fanon, ba combat bon chabon. Zan Palsi, ba cinéma bon chabon. Konda Diary, Don Miguel, baille chabon. Les tifs au Capri, on y baille chabon. Baille chabon, baille chabon, baille chabon. Songez, honorer Jah, honorer la famille, honorer vos amis, honorer force la nati, honorer les ancêtres, par comprendre yo chapé. Si vous changer yo qui est toujours là pour guider. Après ces belles bagailles qui fait dans le passé, ça c'est bagailles qui fait pour motiver. Songez sacrifice grand monde pas oublier. Yo fait pour yo te avancer, ça fait pour inspirer. C'est qu'on chante créole, ça fait pour motiver. So motivation. Nous n'y pour positiver, pour nous être motivés. Chaque jour la vie à
I don't speak Creole, but I do recognize many words, and it's a serious message that you be putting into. Serious. I heard Frantz Fanon, motivation, respecter les ancêtres, respecter la famille, respecter. I mean, you're right on point. You're right on point. So that music, that tune, is it making sensation back home in Martinique or in the Caribbean?
It's well. First of all, I'll introduce it. It's a production, a Walla Prod from our foundation artist in Martinique called GLMC.
It's beautiful. Wow.
But the honor for I to actually voice on his production.
Okay.
It's been doing its round, yes, and
just tell
and
us. Just okay. Most okay. Like I said, I don't speak Creole, but I do recognize words on it. So just break it down to those who speak English who don't understand some of these words, who cannot use the conceptual words and just make out of it the totality of your message. Can you just break it down? I say one thing. This is powerful. Your message appears to be targeted towards a young generation, upcoming teenager, children, a family. That's definitely a family type of music that you see us driving with the family on the road and we play that music. You see the 10-year-old, 12-year-old who know all the lyrics. They're always good at repeating good lyrics and even bad. So this is a good message for them to be internalizing by reciting and by knowing by heart the lyrics that you say, because that's some constructive Creole message, right or wrong?
yeah, right, fully right.
Okay.
The title of the track is Positive.
Yeah.
Quite an international understanding to this word, meaning to be positive and to keep positive. And I'm inviting everybody, mainly the youngsters, but the nation at large, to remain positive and to look at the positive that we have accomplished as a nation and
Yeah.
that every individual accomplished in those, particularly in those islands,
Yes.
and to remain positive. If you're positive with somebody, and the person will return the honor, and obviously comes with that in the lyrics, the respect that is due unto the elders, just as much as the respect is due unto the youngsters.
Yeah.
And I'm also mentioning examples of great achievement in our community, whether they are artists, whether they are physicians, whether they are writers, philosophers, um,
we have a great potential, like one of my other song also says. So it's all about positivity, you know. And as a matter of fact, that leads me uh, to put towards the fact that if we whatever we put in our mind, um, well, we have the power to actually manifest what we have in our mind. Obviously, it all comes with doing good, because obviously if you know you're doing bad things in life, um, you're not gonna get rewarded for that. So what I'm saying is that if we think of the positive that we want for ourselves, if we put that in our mind, we're supposed to uh, be helped so that it get manifest, so that it manifests. Um, and yeah, that's the second level of what the song really express.
Okay,
So
let's run it
positive.
again. I love the song. So is it available? Or you say it just came out?
So say
It's
that again, please.
is the song available? When is it available? Or
Oh
is it
yes,
already available? So where can we
this,
get it if we do
yeah,
feel
this
the
song
vibes and want to support your work? Where can we get all these things?
this song entitled "Positive" is available on all download platforms, on
Okay,
all streaming,
okay.
and
So
I aim to make it available on a physical format in time to come. In time
yes.
to come.
Okay. So let's play it a little bit, then we're gonna get to the next one. Is that okay?
That's cool.
Thank you.
Stop. Yes, I am. Ragamuffin stamina Lee. Vini ba yo sagesse en bas, bois. Yele. Positive. Yele. Positive. Nous n'y pour positiver, pour nous rester motivés. Chaque jour la vie a pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Nous n'y pour positiver, pour nous rester motivés. Chaque jour la vie a pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Faut que vous mettez corps positif. Pas jamais laisser vivre venir négatif. Toujours transformer négatif en positif. Soit c'est négatif, soit c'est négatif. À dans situation, faut pas rester passif. Pour trapper le bien, faut qu'on bien sélectif. Faut que tout le monde positif pour nous un bon collectif. Qui a des, qui a 10, toujours le même plus. Nous niveau positiver, pour nous rester motivés. Chaque jour la vie a pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Nous niveau positiver, pour nous rester motivés. Chaque jour la vie a pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Ça aussi mais c'est ça récolter. Ça va penser c'est ça à manifester. Yes, une puissance dans la pensée. On y paye ça va méditer. Boum, on nous parle paroles vérité. Yes, on nous parle paroles de qualité. Passe nous parler comme mal parler. Les nous baillons paroles nous pas ni temps de parler. Nous pour positiver, pour nous rester motivés. Chaque jour la vie a pour nous faire avancer. Pas peut-être mais assurer, garder réalité. Ça va mettre en tête tous ces actes à manifester. Nous pour positif.
Lasagna skunk. Blow, Mr. Osman, blow. Yeah. Don Drummond style, Charlie Baker, Parker. Yes, yes. Brother Stamina Ali, you there?
Yes, sir.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
man.
So this one, what's the title of this one? This one I just played.
Is that Blossom? Oh,
Oh, you can hear. It's true. You can hear behind. That's true. Okay. I have one tune called Amigo Sax, and it's gonna be Amigo Vocal, right?
yeah, that's the name that was given to the rhythm by the production team.
Okay. So I'm going to play it, and you're gonna tell us about the Amigo, the lyrics, and with the vocal with you and Areta.
That's right.
Correct.
Arita Marija and Staminali.
Areta Amarija. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Here is it. No, that's the mix. Wait.
Love Jah,
Love the ancestors.
love Mama,
Love Papa.
love their creation.
Love every eye.
Love you, love I, and I and I.
Stop, stop, stop. Arita, Marija.
Beautiful creature. Beautiful angels of Jah. Love and love yourself. Sacred ebony of Jah. Don't you dilute nor disguise yourself.
Things are gonna have to change. This is where we draw the line. Things are gonna have to change. This is where we draw the line.
Be proud of who you are. Look after yourself. Make sure you be thyself and nobody else. Being who you are is the essence of self. Be who you are and don't be left on no shelf.
Be proud of who you are. Look after yourself. Make sure you be thyself and nobody else. Being who you are is the essence of self. Be who you are and don't be left on the shelf.
Beautiful angels of Jah. Love and love yourself. Sacred ebony of Jah. Don't you dilute nor disguise yourself.
Things are gonna have to change. This is where we draw the line. Things are gonna have to change. This is where we draw the line.
You are full of melanin, you will not melt like butter. The sun gives you plenty vitamins and power, and I can see you glowing in any type of weather. Light brown skin or darker, what is the matter?
Yeah. Stamina.
Yes, sir. I
Beautiful song. Amigo. What we we playing the instrumental, and for you to hear it, I have to put the mic. I have to put the headphone on the mic, so maybe you can hear it a little bit.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I haven't been able to achieve that technicality of arrangement, and
Not to worry on that. Not to worry on that.
thank you.
As it's going smoothly.
I hope everything is going smoothly, because I don't get no feedback myself too. I'm outside from the comments and so forth. So beautiful.
Wow.
That song is great. That Amigo, I love it. I love it. The lyrics, the duo that you and Areta having is wonderful. Beautiful song. Message, everything.
Give thanks.
And you playing this one, it's a on. You play, what's the instrument? This is
my saxophone.
huh?
This is a sax.
Saxo.
My saxophone.
It's beautiful. Wow.
As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me well, I was
Sta'Sax at the time, and I should let you know that these tunes have not been released yet.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
special. Wow.
so yeah, so you've got something
Exclusive.
Fire's exclusive and special,
This is
and
beautiful.
yeah,
But the
yeah.
music itself, I mean, it's I can't say I'm impressed, because one thing I've realized when it comes to the type of spirit and motivation and high standards that roots defenders of the highest orders been creating is just, I'm just blown away, to be honest. And I do not understand of the indifference at a large part coming from the community, and that same community be just swallowing all the type of I don't want to say anything wrong, but music that are very reactionary, but clean, positive, uplifting, hard-working musicians, and their creation is just look like okay, or it's never ever given at the right time and right moment the credit and the respect and the support that is deserving of their efforts and their hard work. And I want to be one of them who will not do what the majority are doing. I come to acknowledge, and I come to say it loud and clear what these type of music do to me. They uplift me. They give me more motivation. They're stress-free. You know, when you are stressed out, you hear music like this just smooth you out, you know. So I give thanks for your work. I give thanks, my brother, to Areta and you. You hear that?
Yeah, man, give thanks for that. I mean, we'll remain. I hear everything that you said, and I fully understand. Like the previous song was saying, we remain positive, because in everything in its time, we might be anytime we might feel like it's about time now. But
Yeah, it's
again,
about
everything,
time. Absolutely, it's about time.
so that's where you come in now. That's where the Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard root sound system dubwise show comes in, because obviously you expose the song to another crowd. So we give thanks for
We give
but-
thanks for acknowledgement too. You know,
Yeah,
because in the early stage when we had the idea to do what we're doing, we wanted to be strictly musical, because that's truly where we come from. And at the same time, coming from a background of journalism and also history and also awareness and consciousness on a political and sociological background, I said I ought to do what is right without deforming it, without simplifying it. So again, I came to the realization that the only people who are capable to talk in clarity, in full lucidity on what they are doing would be the musicians themselves or the artists themselves. So that's how, to a certain extent and step by showcase, thanks to Abendigo, thanks to all these artists along the way that we had, such as Jacomen, Akashi, Vicky Amlak, King Alpha, and so many, and our good brethren who just left us, every time I say his name, I just got this drop in my mind. I just can't get his name. It's almost like there's a blockage. He just left us just like about a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's Hydrogen Natural. Things. The brother did so much, and he used to say our time will come, and it's time. You understand? Is that we never know when is when, and it's so painful when brothers or sisters just leave us, and I feel like so many of them that left us never get the end result of their hard work and sacrifice. So I feel it's so important that we let people, brothers, artists, know how much their presence, their hard work is not goes unnoticed. It is very, very visible. And if it was only for us, then we'll make it visible to 20 million people. And out of the 20 million, I'm sure at least 1 million will come and support and put more support on the table for them, because that's what it is. We all want to be comfortable for our family. We all want to have what we wish to have. And so the hard work that you put out, you got to have a reward in people put it in. It's just basic. That's how I understand it.
Yeah, man.
So it's
Well,
reality, you know.
We all have our physical time on earth, and just give thanks that we are able to do what we do. We also do it in the trust that when we leave the physical plane, that the music, the work remains. So you're giving me this opportunity to actually hail up all those who have left, from my grandparents to my good brethren, UK principal. You mentioned Agent Natural.
Principal,
I've got a long list, so I'll just hail them up in due respect.
Thank you. That's true. And there's so many other names that are not even coming on top of our mind. It's not like we don't know them, or it's just, sometimes the mind is not just well connected. But all the voiceless, all the nameless, and all those that you know in your own personal life who have departed, they are never ever forgotten. So we got this next one's called Stolen from Africa. Can we play it?
Yeah, so this next one is a production from another foundation I joined from Martinique named Dawit. Hit him up, same with Dawit Taylor, aka Ras Taylor.
So Dawit is not Dawit Menelik? No, it's someone else.
No,
Okay.
That's not Dawit. That's another brother. His name is Dawit. DAWEED. Dawid.
Okay.
And who also carry the load with his whole family of musicians. Even his young sons are also multi-skilled musicians for their young age. So hail him up same way. This song's called Stolen from Africa.
So let's play this from the top, okay?
Go for it.
This one, right?
We Africans will fight as we find it necessary, because we are confident in the victory of good over evil. Stop! Cool, fire, cool. Stolen from Africa so many years ago. Now Africa, that's where I wanna go. I do the song cover from Martinique to Congo. No, I and I will never bow. Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama will ease your pain, dilute the stain. Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama, we broke the chains and not in vain. Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama, you are not the same since they've taken your name. Al-Ebola Nafuraka, rise again and again. No, I don't care about their propaganda machine. Africa land is not poverty and famine. And so many times I've looked in their history book, there is no mention of my ancestors, kings and queens. And they've imported so many deadly diseases and exported so many natural resources. Then I realize Africa on its knees, that's what they want, but they will not achieve. Me and all educated youths, we hold the keys. The strength of Africa, no, we never cease. Africans rise and do the Sankofa beyond the no disguise in this time. Yeah, Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama will ease your pain, dilute the stain. Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama, we broke the chains and not in vain. Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama, you are not the same since they've taken your name. Al-Kebola Nafuraka, rise again and again. Now this is a call to all proud Africans, those at home and those abroad. All those in the European capitals, all those on the beautiful islands. Don't you feel the pain again and again? Can't you hear the call overall? I do hear the grand sisters calling me, and I hear the brothers and sisters waiting for I in Africa, Africa, Africa. Mama will ease your pain, dilute the stain. Africa, Africa, Africa.
Full circle.
Sister Rita.
Yes, it's true, so true, and he molds you, make you brand new, brand new.
Yes, Stamina. Okay, you're on. So, like I said, these are 2 tracks from the Queen, right? Your Queen?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, correct.
Her name is Aretha Marija.
Rita Mary. Yes. Great
Ja.
voice, beautiful voice and backing. So, you are behind the music, or you played in it?
No, that music was originally produced, I believe, by
Moffat.
by one of her bridging.
One of them, huh? Nice
Yeah, I
cut.
don't have the, but yeah, but the instrumentation is Mafia and Floxy. That's right.
Roots.
Yeah.
So now we're going to play some another one. It's Empil Potenciai. It's me who is of course. Can you?
Okay.
What's the meaning of it, of that song coming up?
Okay, it's in our patois, our Creole, and the title is Appeal Potentiel,
Empil
meaning
Potentiel. Yeah.
a great potential.
Okay. So
And
appeal
basically,
mean great. Appeal.
right, that's right.
Whoa.
Appeal.
Okay.
So
So
basically, it showcases the great potential that we in the Caribbean, that we have,
absolutely,
youngsters and elders alike.
absolutely.
Great potential can reach far.
Yeah. So can we play that?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Stop. Look at the messy on pill, messy on shot, messy on load, messy on packet. Il est en pile potentiel la campagne qu'on en ville. En l'eau, jeune gens qui n'est talent aux Antilles. En chai, belle bagaille qui peut faire pour caille. En paquet de raisons pour nous pas tourner en tête. En pile potentiel la campagne qu'on en ville. En l'eau, jeune gens qui n'est talent aux Antilles. En chai, belle bagaille qui peut faire pour caille. En paquet de raisons pour nous pas tourner en tête. Meilleur musicien, griot et puis compté. Mécanicien, électricien et physicien. Infirmier, docteur, philosophe et puis professeur. Écrivain, scientist, biologiste, cultivateur. Moun qui lève la campagne, connaît travail la terre. Moun qui lève bord l'homme, en l'eau marin pêché. Moun qui lève bord la rivière, ni la natie entière. Merci le grand pater, merci grand la mater. Merci la mater, le pater, maître, l'école et puis professeur. Notre cabas en l'éducation à prison, yo savent ça yo pour faire. Pour yo payer ça, mettez bon travail à terre pour faire pays avancer. J'en dis et puis demain la jeunesse ni bon l'intention. Yo ni bon vision et puis sagesse information. Yo savent yo en mission. Et qui yo pièce pas paix compétition. Ça yo commandé c'est en pal. Passe ni en pile potentiel la campagne qu'on en ville. En l'eau jeune gens qui ni talent aux Antilles. En chai belle bagaille qui peut faire bocaille. En paquet de raisons pour nous pas tourner en tête. En pile potentiel la campagne qu'on en ville. En l'eau jeune gens qui ni talent aux Antilles. En chai belle bagaille qui peut faire bocaille. Coûtez aïe naïm pas qu'à faire la fête. Non nous peut pas tourner en tête. Et puis tout ça qui j'ai fait aux Antilles ni en compète. Tout le monde pour reconnaître sans Guyane, Guadeloupe et Martinique, la France est tête. Les nous pour indépendance pour regarder pas disparaître. Ascendant reine, ascendant roi, ascendant prince et princesse from Africa, ascendant Yoruba, Congo et Bambara, ascendant Fulani, Wolof et Mandinka. C'est nous qui jouer belle, c'est nous qui jouer Goka. Bâton bossa spirituel, c'est pour ça nous toujours là. C'est nous qui jouer plus belle, Bigin et Mazuka. C'est nous qui jouer zouk, c'est nous qui jouer combat. Musique nous c'est en science, c'est que nous peut pas stopper ça. Kassav mal la bois, zouk machine la perfecta. Marius cultièrement, c'est tout pas que les frères des gens Eugène Mona. C'est là de la soucier, so musique nous qui est toujours là. Stop. You need to la jeunesse. Yeah. Talk to them in a them own style, you know? Yeah. Create my uncle style. Longtemps moi là. Ouais, dans son moi, pas ni Kuchi, pas ni Fizi, pas ni Sekel, pas ni Sketel, pas ni Kili. Et pour commander moi qui m'a dit ça qu'a fait? Comme ça qu'a fait. Mi c'est comme ça qu'a fait. En toute manière ça qu'a fait. I do you c'est comme ça qu'a fait. Pani gun, pani booty, pani twerk, pani skinny, pani fatty. Pani blood, non pani ouzi, pani pièce cadavre mi dans la rue. T'as la science drill qu'on y pas jamais ni, t'as la science lyrique, ça la stamina li. Moi non bon et puis negativity, chaque génération ni point faible. T'as la ni en gros mauvais money, yo toujours les ni des toutounis, yo toujours les ni des gros physiques. Destruction qui ni non pas ni construit, c'est l'amour qui ni non pas ni la vie. Sexe et puis drogue c'est ça qui ni, alcool et puis violence c'est ça qui ni. Kachou et frère, kachou et amis, ou la kachou et qu'on dit ennemi. Stop. You need to la jeunesse. Yeah. Talk to them in a them own style, you know? Yeah. Create my uncle style. Longtemps moi là. Ouais, à dans son moi. Pas ni Gucci, pas ni Fizzy, pas ni Sekel, pas ni Sketel, pas ni Kili. Et pour commander moi qui m'a dit ça qu'a fait. Comme ça qu'a fait. Mi c'est comme ça qu'a fait. En toute manière ça qu'a fait. I do you c'est comme ça qu'a fait. Pas ni gun, pas ni booty. Pas ni twerk, pas ni skinny, pas ni fatty. Pas ni blood, non pas ni ouzi. Pas ni pièce cadavre mi dans la rue. T'as la science drill qu'on y pas jamais ni. T'as la science lyrique, ça la stamina li. Moi non bon et puis negativity. Chaque génération ni point faible. T'as la ni en gros mauvais money. Yo toujours les ni des toutounis. Yo toujours les ni des gros physiques. Destruction qui ni non pas ni construit. C'est l'amour qui ni non pas ni la vie. Sexe et puis drogue c'est ça qui ni. Alcool et puis violence c'est ça qui ni. Kachou et frère, kachou et amis. Ou la ka trompe qu'on dit ennemi. Et qu'on pas qu'à mener pièce positivity. Ou pas qu'à mener rien bas pays. Ou pas qu'à même songer jeunesse là. Les petits frères tissés à Kawessa. Les petits frères à Katanta. Qui sont compagnie au carritien dit ça. Vie c'est pire pareil. Et y'en des bagailles pas besoin même pour faire ça. Pas besoin de bâtir dans vidéo. Pas besoin de bombe pour valider ça. Pas besoin de twerking pour penny dancing. Ou pas connaître twerking. Depuis à l'origine c'est la gente féminine qui a montré fertile. Pas besoin de skate queen pour taper hanté. Pas besoin de pièce gun dans vidéo. Pas besoin de murder pour valider ça. Pas besoin de pièce blood. Ça va venir en mode. Et en l'eau c'est froid. Yo ka suivre en code. Yo ka stand in a mode. Blood turn in a flood. Disrespect les Janik, les Miguel, les Harry et les Yod. Disrespect les queen, les big culture. Disrespect les queen Shiba. Yo qui montre nous ça. C'est yo même qui montre moi ça. C'est moi qui a montré où qui m'en est ça peut fait. Nouvelle génération pas mettre nous un chat. Comme ça qu'a fait. C'est comme ça qu'a fait. Aïe yo c'est comme ça qu'a fait. De London à Ripa. De Montpellier à Guada. Fort France ou en Babois. J'ai un coup ça m'a qu'à 10 autres là. Soit pas couillon, zone bon conscience. Pas fait couillon et puis arrogance. Ou qu'à écrire rap et puis aisance. Mais faut que n'y ait spirit et puis cool danse. En y bas génération ou en chance. Yeah, pour se faire dans le bon sens, non? Yeah. Sinon ça pas fait, ex ça qui pas fait pas pour fait. Sinon ça pas fait, ex ça qui pas fait pas pour fait. Yeah. Là on peut manger poisson, pas qu'à manger zarette. Ah ouais. So on nous vivre la vie, pas vivre les check. Alright. Yeah. On ne pas faire lyrics ces vidéos qui posent problème. Attends la matique, j'en ai bon problème.
Yeah, well, it's actually my first time being back. I see that Eli Benjamin, Wadada, so great to see you and read you. I got bass and I was not on the line, so I'm talking on the Facebook. I'm more concentrated on WhatsApp with the interview. So all those who have been just passing through or here, I just give thanks that you have blessed us. Eli Benjamin, long time. Hope we can get in touch, with project. Eli Benjamin is one of a very, very dear friend, sister from Washington, D.C., prolific, amazing artist. And we hope that we can have you on a showcase. Whenever it's good and ready for you, these are the ones that I'll be quite honored to also have on the showcase. So, Brother Stamina, you here? Stamina. Okay, I guess I have to go back and return to him to see if he's still here. Okay, then. Yes, you here. That song, these two songs that we played, can you give us a summary of the message and everything? Oh, the first one you say a great potential for all of us, yeah. And the second one, the second tune.
Yeah. So, un pile potentiel. The first tune. was produced by Was Muffin. It's a rhythm made by a lady called Spesh, and the whole production came to life thanks to my beloved brethren Wasugi of the Was Muffin Academy. And
Yes.
like I said, great potential, pure potential, meaning a great potential. Is again message of positivity, showing our Caribbean people, showcasing the great potential that we as people who rose out of the Caribbean have, and testifying of the great things that we can accomplish thanks to that potential. So that's for the first song, which actually was released on the 22nd of May last year, and it's
Okay.
available on all digital platforms.
Like that. Like that.
Okay.
So,
And
no, no, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
the second track is a different style. The title is Konsa Sakafet, meaning I saw it go, or that's how it's done. Yeah, Konsa Sakafet. And as we could hear, it's a different style. Um, it's we could hear that it's
Yeah,
what
it's a
the
different style, but it's okay. I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's one thing
no.
what I've realized that when okay, I've been watching some of these black UK movies,
Mhm.
and you have such that type of rhythm and also chanting or DJ style is very raw. Is very is on the crossroad of hip hop, African mix, roots, dancehall mix. How do you call that kind of style?
So they have there's two wave, I would say, of that kind of music. They have one they call drill music. They have one they call trap music.
Yes.
Uh, and if we if we meditate
Hmm?
well on this style of music, we will hear the tak pi tak pi tak tak pi tak pi tak tak pi tak pi tak
Got
tak,
you. Thank you.
which is
You
the
know.
exact rhythm that we in Guadeloupe, Martinique, Guyana, Saint Lucia,
Wow.
Dominica, that we find in our
Thank you.
Bele, or in our Groka, which is our original cultural music.
Thank you.
So we'll acknowledge the if we look deep enough, we'll acknowledge the African
Yeah.
um,
Big time.
rhythm.
Yeah.
And the reason why
Hmm.
I decided to experience this kind of this style is because that music that many acknowledge as being born in England,
True.
um, reach the four corners, the whole diameter of the earth, and
Serious. Yeah.
Martinique as well.
True.
And while it's good that a genre or a style of music reach that far, um, the unfortunate thing sometimes is that it it takes everything with it. Meaning, what I would see as the negative aspect of the genre
Mm.
reach our shores as well, and it
I
is
bet. Yeah. I see.
embraced by the youngsters as well. So,
Absolutely.
to be short, the reason why I actually experience that style of music is to actually reach that younger generation.
Thank
And
you.
in the song, I am actually telling the youth that um, to do a good song, we don't need to do a good video. We don't. You don't need to have women's
Thank you.
half naked,
Thank you.
to have guns in the video, to have blood in the video.
So true.
And I'm telling them, or in the song, and I'm telling them how it's done. I'm trying to tell them how it can be done.
Hmm.
And
So true.
and, and so come the song called Konsasa Kafet.
Perfect.
And from the feedback that I've got so far, it was well received. So
Well,
I
keep
give thanks.
doing, please keep doing what you're doing because I remember we used to have this major serious thinker from African. His name was Amos Wilson, and he
Mm-hmm.
made us understand that in order to capture our mind, they will study our rhythm, use our rhythm, insert their reactionary, negative spirit and lyrics in order to capture our mind. So when you hear such rhythm, such beat, you see the African thing in it. You see, like you say, the Caribbean identity, the tack
Mm-hmm.
tack 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 tack. But the lyrics talking about disrespecting our sisters. Ah, that makes sense. When we have mother, we have sisters, we have daughters.
That's
Talking
right.
wrong with our brothers. Oh, it makes sense. I mean, you destroy someone's life. You destroy the multitude within that family. You just shockwave, disrupt the entire balance of the family. So all these anti-life, reactionary, Babylonian, demonic type of message and conduct and behavior have actually insert themselves in our lyrics, in our fabric, in our everyday life. And the projection of what many of our people see is nothing but a spirit of death, a spirit of demons. And it's almost like we have been possessed by demons, by death. And when we look at us in our reality, in our real character and personality, we are life. Life. So we are just at the opposite of who we're supposed to be. And when I use the term we, I do not speak on an individual level, but I speak from a collective standpoint that whatever happened to one, even if they are isolated or even if we don't know them, it does affect us as a community, as a race, and as a people. So something must be done, and what you are doing by taking the step to recapture that rhythm and turn the lyrics within them so that the youngsters or those who are capturing that life of death can have a breath of life and hope that it will just re-inspire them to take the right direction towards life and living that
Mm-hmm.
life of
Yeah,
death.
I give thanks for that acknowledgement. I agree. Um, I think younger generation. I think some of us and the younger generation. It would be great if we could go back to basics and and be inspired by, it's delicate. Be inspired by goodness, because we and the youths are exposed to a lot of
True.
negative
Yeah.
content,
Well,
and obviously that translates into what they express in their music. You will have people that just exaggerate, extrapolate. They don't really
of
believe
course.
what they are saying, or they
Most
do
of the
just
time
like,
they don't. Of course, most of the time they don't. Those who make
or
it
they do
big, they
what
don't.
mhm,
Yeah,
or
it's
they
all
do
right.
what others say. They say what they hear others say.
True.
But some do actually live
True.
that way to a
Oh,
certain degree.
absolutely. And
And if we cultivate the knowledge of self, we would realize that, a lot of we are exposed to the knowledge of self, and keep a certain discipline and follow certain principles. We will realize that, and they would realize that they are exposed to destructive
demons.
um, to destructive entities.
Yeah,
I mean, the entities are influencing them in their thinking, in their
absolutely.
doing and stuff. And
Yeah.
but I mean, while many of them, because I'm not being negative, because that
I
exists,
don't
but I
think so.
always remain positive.
Yeah.
And I know that many of them actually, unfortunately, have seen their peers die in front of them. They
Terrible.
know of you that been hurt by knife, by gun violence and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they feel it. So I'm still confident that many of us and many of them can come with some positive content to actually influence
Yes. To
their younger
influence. Yeah.
siblings in the right way.
Well, this
They
is
say
so
words
true.
on is power. They say words on is power,
Word,
and it
sound,
is
and
so true.
power. Yeah. So
So yeah.
I want to play something to surprise you. Like I say, way before I even, spoke with you or knew you. We're talking about way back. So I'm just gonna let it run, and you're gonna see, and you're gonna tell me about it. Okay?
Okay.
I have to surprise you. I know I'm gonna surprise you.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
So what you think? What it is? Let's say. Let's find out. I say I'm gonna surprise. What you think? What it is? Guess. Just try to guess.
I have I haven't got a clue.
Oh, okay. You straight. Okay. Let's see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rastafari, nice strength and powers. Yeah, man. It's a blessing to see and I gather together in unity, you know. Mighty it about sound upon the launch. I don't know a straightforward thing. Word, sound, and power, you're there. Respect in every aspect.
So what we say? You know what it is?
No, no, I don't.
Oh, you
I,
can't
I,
hear. Oh, okay. Let me do this. Let
I,
me do it again.
yeah, I'll find out.
No, let's see.
Yeah. Rastafari, nice strength and powers. Yeah, man. It's a blessing to see and I gather together in unity, you know. Mighty it about sound upon the launch. I don't know a straightforward thing. Word, sound, and power, you're there. Respect in every aspect, earth to sky spec. Rhythm chop. Stamina Lee. Yeah, man, I'm a right hand.
Too much war and crime in a creation.
Large up legs in the house.
You
Sister Eartha. Warriors is from the back of field. Ocean Road, you're there. Sister Cat. Aya. Ya through the valley with the militant flex. Jaja guide every step where we take. We don't fear no evil, Satan and no threat. He must get him recess. The messenger trot through the valley with the militant flex. Ja Rastafari guide the steps where me take. We don't fear no evil, Satan and no threat. He must get must. Ja keep I safe and warm, shelter from storm. Safe and warm, shelter from storm. Ja keep I safe and warm, shelter from storm. He did them a warning one, them a big false alarm. Safe and warm, shelter from storm. After a storm, there must be a calm. Use them corrupted soon as them born. In a the little village, like an inch a take a yarn. Under the wings of the most high, the messenger dwell. Same face friend enemy, them can't come well. I saw them break me God what send them back a hell. You ever read me get warriors well. Warriors well. Warriors well. Warriors well. Warriors. Safe and warm, shelter from storm. After a storm, how we go? Rasta yacht through the valley with the
Yes, brother Stamina.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I can hear.
yeah. So this was a on February 2006.
Yeah, you're bringing me forward to what I would
What
call.
were you doing on February 2006 in UK?
I was on part of my training ground. That's how I see it.
Well, I say this: you don't look like you on a training ground. You look like a professional. I mean, serious.
This was the voice of my beloved Virgin, Ella Virgin, called Mystic Messenger.
Mystic
And
Messenger.
yeah,
Okay, so now
we
okay.
were
Now
all
I have
we
you.
were all studying with the mighty Tabot sound,
True.
Ras Moffat, the Eiffel Tower, Ras Gabriel,
Yeah.
and Defin. When I say Defin, I mean brother that passed,
Yes.
Ras Kingfey. who is the husband of Sister Aerta.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So what I
and
see here is February 2006, Kostafari, Lexi, Mystic Messenger, Sister Beloved, Sister Erheta, and Stamina Lee. So you're on the
that's
next one on the last cut. And I have two more. So I'm gonna play them.
yeah, man.
And then we going to send a special big thank you and salute to Abendigo because thanks to the efforts of Sly Abendigo and Ahmed Diallo for the promotion, for setting up the flyer, for helping us to put the word out about the showcase with you, Brother Stamina Lee. And also, we're going to use that occasion to play two of their newly released cuts from Robert Dallas and Wallet Zion. Uh, one tune is called Mama, and the other tune is called Youth of Today.
The youth, the youths.
The youth, yeah, the youth.
Yeah,
So, and you distributing, you actually pushing these Abendigo release, right?
yes, Star Culture Music
Yeah.
Distribution is actually distributing it
So,
from here in it.
so we're still doing the family move, right? It's in the same
That,
family move.
that's right.
So
And
that's great.
I take this opportunity to hail up the whole Mighty Tabot family.
Russ
Um,
Moffat, yeah.
my Virgin Mystic Messenger as well. And obviously, and I don't want to forget Papi Dread, who is the Earth Strong as well today.
Yes,
And before we steal it, I'd like to announce a couple of dates coming up as well.
yes. Please, please, just
So, I've been working with a band called the Dub Exposure Band lately, and we've been doing a few dates in the east side of London, and it was well welcome, well appreciated by the people. So we have a next date on this Saturday, sorry, Saturday the 11th of June. Dub Exposure Band featuring a family of singers like myself, like Jafet, like Tasha Love, like Angelita Blackwood, Jedi Roots, Mystic Messenger, Cassie B, a whole collective of arts of singers and chanters. This Saturday, the 11th of June, featuring the Dub Exposure Band, and that takes place at the Kilburn Arms. And also, I'd like the people internationally to look out for some music to be released soon under the Dialogue Promotion label, featuring myself on saxophone and also
I say it again. On which label you going to release soon that music? You said
under Dialogue Promotion.
Diallo. That's a
So,
Senegalese promotion. The name
no,
sound
that's a local promotion here in England.
okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, and also some vocals that will be released, including a tune called Straight Flight, which emphasized the need for a direct flight from the Caribbean straight to Africa.
Yes. Okay.
Straight Flight, a tune to be released sometime. I don't have the date, but
I think
sometime soon.
Barbados is doing this right now, right? Barbados,
That's right.
Senegal.
That's, I honestly feel that they have heard uh, I and I call, my personal call,
Yes.
because I've voiced that tune a while ago,
Mm.
and after, obviously it's not just my call, but when I looked at the time
The timing
frame
is very yeah.
when I when I did meditate on that tune and when I recorded it, I really feel like my call was heard.
Answered.
And yeah, Barbados to Niger, I believe it is. From
Yes.
Barbados to Niger, it only takes 3 hours.
That's
Only
all.
3 hours.
Are you serious?
That's right. That's right.
What?
And
That's all.
it's interesting to meditate on the fact that us in Martinique, in Guadeloupe, uh, we have to take a flight going
To
from
Europe,
our island to Europe,
to
and
and
then
then to
from
Africa,
you
to Europe, to
change
Africa.
place and then from Europe to Dakar, for example, or
Yeah, you
any
gotta take
other.
from Paris
Yeah,
to Germany, then maybe stop in Switzerland, then
only
finally.
per hours, only per hours, only per money.
That's so true. That's so true.
So
But
when we are
things can only change if the effort is put into the change and if we are
that is
capable to direct and control the change, you know, from
that,
the start to the end. We need to be at every major step of the transformation of things. And that's why it's important for us to be doctor, lawyers, to be musicians, to be soldiers, to be thinkers, to be
mhm,
janitors, to be anything. We have to
that's
be
that
there because it's our
is good.
consciousness that's going to impact and initiate and stimulate uh, the consistency of change. Because life is all about change. Nothing can stay the same. Um,
Mhm,
their system of injustice has an expiration date. That's part of the law of life. Life has a beginning, a level of, let's say, transformation to maturity, and then a level of termination. So all the injustice, all the indomination has an expiration date. They cannot last forever. So that's
mhm.
when we come in. We just want to accelerate the process, the procedure, the process of termination because
Definitely, definitely. Yeah,
that's where
most
we come in,
absolutely.
you know. That's how we have to come in. So I want to say thank you so much for you taking the time to share your work, your music, your consciousness, your your contribution to our awareness and awakening, and all what you're doing for the upcoming young generation and for us right now, because we are on the listening end. You know, we are. As far as I'm concerned, anything that you release, anything that you come out, please put me on the list. I'm the receiving end. This is how I can say.
Well, I am fully aware. Um, I am fully aware that I am in the center of everything. So I just have to give thanks to everybody listening, following, invite everybody to link I on the Facebook, on the Instagram,
Yeah.
and I'd like to give thanks to send my love to my sister as well, who is strong today as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
Napi Bonde, sister
yeah,
Areta Marie, right?
my I was sorry, referring to my blood sister.
Your blood
My
sister. Okay,
was born
okay.
of June. Yeah, and as far as my empress is concerned, her
Yes.
name is Aretha Marija.
Areta
All right,
Marija.
and I have to hail up culture stars, families like culture stars together in the Gideon, Wasmuffin Academy, the World Dub Exposure Band family. I've got to give thanks to sponsors and people that work on my behalf, like Star Culture Music Distribution, like Bumbo Cloth Clothing, and all those that I may not have mentioned, but they know who they are because we work together. So I do give thanks for Simbas for the opportunity for the link up. And yeah, man, carry on, my brother, because your work is necessary. So I do give thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And I forgot to say, yeah, look out for some music to come out from Sta'Sax, from Staminali, the chanter, and also from my Empress and I. Um, some music to come out. Yeah, look out for that. That will come out.
And I want to say something to those who have been listening uh, to our first showcase for almost like 3 4 months. I want to say just thank you. I do not have access who is really part of it, but all of you who have taken your time out of the precious time, especially those who are in a different time zone, far away, or even those who are during those working hours, like 2 to 4. Mostly people are working or doing some other thing. what can happen is that you can always watch the show afterwards, so it's no problem. As far as Fasimba, we hope we're going to be able to take the sound system, the physical sound system out. Repeat, we are in a in a city that is not too helpful as far as our type of music and vibes and concept, but nevertheless it's a struggle, so African struggle, so we're going to get what we deserve getting, and this is the victory. So everything that go against us is actually helping us to be stronger and firmer and more determined, more focused to reach exactly the place and the mindset where we want to get. So the very last few tune that we're going to be playing is again a Bendigo, Robert Dallas and Sion, Sister William Zion. And then we're going to play an exit tune that I first heard way back in 87, 86. It's called, it's a Bob Andy tune. I hope you're going to listen to it just for the message. So until next time, don't forget to visit our page, to visit the page of Brother Stamina Lee and the Fasimba page. Don't forget to support a Bendigo label. So these are the words. So let's listen to the music and see how we can see each other next showcase.
Yes, enough respect.
Your guidance. And I final one. Your guidance. Your guidance, your guidance, your guidance. Your guidance, your guidance, your guidance. Your guidance to each and everyone. When the mighty Tabas sound. Large up so tall. Mighty Massa Production. Dub Spirit. Jah guidance till the next time. See? More strength, more love. More praises to the Most High.
Mama, mama, you're the greatest woman in the world. Mama, can I don't pay you for what you have done for me? No. Could I never done pay you, mama? No, 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 no. You're the greatest woman in the world. You done so many great things for me. You carry 9 months, mama.
Robert Dallas, mixed and produced vocally by King Alpha, but executive producer is a Bendigo label. So if you do want to get more of that tune and more of that information, check the Bendigo label, and check Brother Stamina Lee to order all kind of thing, all kind of good music. So here we're gonna play the vocal. That's a serious dub. Here we're gonna play the instrumental version. Talking about our mothers, mama. Serious message. Our mothers, our sisters, our aunt. Very, very important for the community. Sacred. They need to be respected, protected. Nothing but respect and admiration and support. Our mother, our sisters, our sacred higher status. The African woman is the most important person in that race. Protect it. Protect it. I'm telling you, our mother, our sisters. Our queen. Can't say nothing bad about that. I protect that. I respect that. Our mothers, our sisters, our queen, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers were African. Respect them. We can beat that. Yes, a Bendigo, serious message. And now here comes cut number 2 from Velette Zion. It's called The Youth. It's a serious message. Just like Brother Stamina Lee was just saying, is that our youth need to get the positive inspiration and role model, to just turn situation around and go towards life and move away from these demons and all this bling bling that just breed some fantasy and nonsense. So there's a serious cut from Zion called Youth. Watch it.
Oh, I think we failed the youth. Yeah, we did teach them about majesty and godly truth, but they didn't understand. It's more than black fist in the air and catchy slogans. Oh, I think we failed the youth. Yeah, we did teach them about majesty and godly truth, but they didn't understand. It's more than black fist in the air and catchy slogans. Why we still bending the lead? One thing Marcus taught us was to stand up on our own 2 feet. He said, up the mighty race. Accomplish what you will with no delay. There's no time to contemplate. Said there's no time for play. African
Yes, Velet Zion, the amazing mystical singer. Velet Zion. Bad singer. We hope to hear more from her. We haven't heard anything recent, but anything that come for her is just crystal amazing work. So anything you see, Velet Zion, get it. Support the sister. So this is the thank you for tuning in tune that we're going to play, and then we're gonna run some little more tune. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome. But we are on the exit, so check this one out.
Where are we going? What are we doing? What has mankind achieved? The seeds we're sowing, what will be growing? Will everyone be deceived? I think we've got our values all mixed up, and I don't know which way to turn. I can't provide any answers, but here's a lesson we all could learn. We could start this world over, turn the magic on again. We wouldn't have to run for cover, 'cause everybody could be friends, really good friends. Hey, you Africans and the Chinese, hey, you Indians too, you Anglo-Saxons, Aryans, hey, they're Arab and Jew. You don't have to call me brother, since that is so hard to do. No, you don't really need to bother, but here is something we all can do. We could start this world over, turn the magic on again. We wouldn't have to run for cover, 'cause everybody would be friends, really good friends. Yeah. Start this world over, turn the magic on again.
Greetings, all people of the world. This is Haile Maskel, aka known as Michael Rasta. You're about to listen to the fabulous sound in town. sound called Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard, roots, dubwise sound. Come to rock your town. Yes. It's all about love. That's what we're throwing down. So when you come in, you can get the groove. Call Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard, roots, dubwise sound. Gonna make you move. Yeah. With a lot of soul and love. Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard, roots, dubwise sound. Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard, roots, dubwise sound. Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard, roots, dubwise sound. Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard, roots, dubwise sound.
Sometimes a bridge is the only way over. Sometimes a bridge is the only way to reach another. Fasimbas, he said the rule is the road. While at the roughest road, I see them every day. While the rich throwing more food away, bridges will climb, they have to be strong. Bridges will climb, they have to be strong, so we can reach one another. Together, liberating each other. Together. Fasimbas song is the roots man's song. Fasimbas song is the one-time song in bringing liberation every day. About the poor man's struggle each and every day. Each and every day. Fasimbas song. Fasimbas song. Fasimbas song. Roots man's song. Roots man's song. Liberation song. Tell a friend, and if there's no one friend left to tell Rastafari. Bring us together, bring us together. Fasimbas song, bring us together. Fasimbas song with one another. Fasimbas song, Fasimbas song.
This love is beautiful to me. This love is wonderful. Oh yeah. This love is precious to me. Let the sun shine on our love. We let the moon close on our love. Yeah. I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all to you, baby. I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all. Oh yeah. There's no better place, no better place I'd rather be. There's no better place I wanna be but in your arms. We let the star twinkles in our love. Yeah. You tell me your bedtime stories in all its glories. Yeah. This love will never fade. We set a sail above the blue sky. I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all to you, baby. I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all to you, baby. Yeah. I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all to you, baby. I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all to you, baby. Only you make my love go round. Only you make my love go upward bound. Only you can make my love go round. Only you make my love go upward bound. I see you do it on a Sunday. I see you do it when I'm hungry. I see you do it on a Monday. When I'm broke, have no money. I see you do it on a Tuesday. When I run into a blues day. I see you do it on a Wednesday. And man, that was a cool day. I see you do it on a Thursday and said it feel like a payday. And then you do it on a Friday and you're doing it all day. And next day was Saturday. The love will never go away. This love will never fade away. Only you can make my love go round. Only you can make my love go upward bound. Only you can make my love go round. Only you can make my love go upward bound. Only you. Only you. Say only you. Oh yeah, only you. Here we go, Sarah, here we go. Round and around on a merry-go-round. Spreading your love can make my love go upward bound. So good, so good.
Yawa, original liberation beat. We don't play no joke. Mystical, radical, militant, liberation African beat. For those who understand it, enjoy it. Know that African beat lead the way no matter what they want to say. Original tune from Russ. The original Russ. Miguel. Can get it on Bandcamp, you know. For all information, check out. Original, mystical, divine music. Hardcore roots. Hardcore. You can't imitate that. Some people need drinking to feel up. Others need drugging to feel up. I need the music. I'm in a natural high. So fine, so clean, so pure. Yo, you hear this? Yes, I met Yellow, I got bass, Bob Roots. I don't know why Alenda and Air Warrior, Mystical Warrior. Just send a message so I understand what you're trying to say. I don't understand too well. Saying people please share. I'm blocked. We're going to copy it and send it to your message. Okay, if that's what we're understanding.
Yeah man, it's Liberty International. Listen to Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound. Yeah man, in Baltimore. Listen to Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound. Right. Quad Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound. Yes, I Seska Fasimbas. Tune in to Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard Tops. Fasimbas lover style. Yeah man, Afrikan Vanguard Lovers Rock. Yeah man, it's Liberty International. Listen to Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound. Yeah man, in Baltimore. Listen to Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard. Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound. Yes, I Seska Fasimbas. Tune in to Seska Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound. Fasimbas lover style. Yeah man, Afrikan Vanguard Lovers Rock. make my love go round. Only you make my love go upward bound. I see you do it on a Sunday. I see you do it when I'm hungry. I see you do it on a Monday. When I'm broke, have no money. I see you do it on a Tuesday. When I run into a blues day. I see you do it on a Wednesday. And man, that was a cool day. I see you do it on a Thursday. And said it feel like a payday. And then you do it on a Friday. And you're doing it all day. And next day was Saturday. The love will never go away. This love will never fade away. Only you can make my love go round. Only you can make my love go upward bound. Only you can make my love go round. Only you can make my love go upward bound. Only you. Only you. Say only you.
Well, racism is a dirty word. One of the dirtiest words I have ever heard. And when you dig deep down into racism, it is quite absurd. Just open up your ears and hear the word. No judge me by me cola, no judge me by me race. No judge me by me cola, no judge me by me race. No judge me by me cola, no judge me by me race. No judge me by me cola, no judge me by me race. Cause I said, why do some people hate us through the color of our face? Do they not know? Can they not realize we're part of the human race? I wish racism did not exist, but that is not the case. Even though most blacks in this country were born in this same place. In the 50s, jobs in England were just going to waste. So they come.
Greetings. Thank you for all those tuning in. I'm just going to exit. I ain't that young like you all are. After 3 hours and 25 minutes, I guess I'm done. Used to be a time I used to play 6 hours straight. 7. No problem. I ain't that much at that level. So I give thanks. Thank you to Stamina Lee. Thank you to Abednego. Thank you to each and every one who took part in this showcase. It was a collective effort. So it is a collective reward for all those who put so much work into it to make it exactly what it is. I hope it was up to the standard to all those who have invested the time and energy and the skills and had faith in what we are doing. We hope in the next showcase, those who are here to help out build it up to the level it is will be along I&R so we can take it further and further. No Babylon help, no Babylon funding, no Babylon acknowledgement. We don't want it, we don't need you. Out, stay out, and you're not invited. No welcome within our space. We've been working so hard for so long. Not only us, but so many others before us have been working so hard to get where they are. So because of their effort, we are where we are. And it is not to Babylon going to accept, asking and begging for help. We don't want none. Marcus Garvey was very clear, and many others made us understand that we can accomplish anything that we choose to. It is that mindset that we move forward with hard work, discipline, faith, and collective effort towards the goal that we are assigned to reach. And trust me, we will reach it. No matter what the wicked got to say, will be what must be. Each one to his own destiny, and we're clear and precise and on point. So until next time, Wadada, this is the